Women have always been underrepresented in most of the leading positions, be it in the elected office in the public sector, the private sector, or even in the academia. I'm Sheron Tazvivinga, and to discuss more on women's leadership and political participation, I'm joined by Zibagwe Road District Council Gender Committee Chairperson, Councillor Idirashe Dongo. Welcome to the program, ma'am.
Thank you, Sheron.
I know that you hold several positions in local governance. I'm sure the viewers would want to know some of the positions that you hold.
It's true. I am the gender chairperson at Zibagwe RDC, as you've highlighted. I am also the provincial chairperson for Midlands province in women in local government. That therefore means I sit in the national executive of Women in Local Government Forum.
Dongo, what is the role of women in promoting peace and democracy in local governance issues?
When we are talking of local government, we are talking of grassroots governance. Women plays a very key role in bringing in sanity, peace and democracy at local level. Let's take a woman from their own household. They make sure that there is health in their family. They make sure that people have got all the services that they need for them to survive, for them to live well. For example, women make sure that there is water in their homes. So I think women plays a key role in bringing peace and democracy at local level.
Are our local authorities a safe space for women? Do they promote female councillors to participate?
I think councils, at the moment, councils are not a safe place for women, for them to participate fully. Why do I feel that way? At councils at the moment, there is a low representation of women on decision-making positions. For example, in political influential positions at councils, women are only a 14% representation. What am I saying figuratively? Out of 1,958 wards in Zimbabwe as a nation, we only have got about 263 women councillors sitting on wards. What does that mean when it comes to women's political participation or any participation for that matter? It means there is no equal representation, there is no equal influence in terms of decision making. So I think it's not a very safe place at the moment. I'm looking at the technical staff. We only have got a few CEOs and maybe mayors and even town clerks. There are a few women in local authority. So I think at the moment local councils are not a safe place for women.
As Midlands Chairperson for Women in Local Government Forum, what is it that you are doing to actually promote women's participation in local governance, given that there is low participation already?
Considering the statistics that I've just given you, that there is low representation at local authority level, we wanted to take advantage of the amendment of Bill number 2, which was seeking to extend the quota system at House of Assembly. So as Women Local Government Forum, we also had our position paper which we submitted through the Clerk of Parliament, but then it was not considered. We then took a step further by engaging the President, His Excellency Comrade Idi Mnangagwa, at the first Women Indaba at Victoria Falls, where we aired out on the issue of low representation at local level, which is making it difficult for women to access service delivery because all decisions are being made by men. So at Victoria Falls, because we engaged the President, who is a listening President, he granted us the 30%, which I think is going to make a difference in terms of numbers and participation of women at local level.
Despite some of these laws that have been put in place to try and increase women's participation in local governance, why is it that we still find that some of the women continue to shun politics?
Yes, women still shun away from participating in politics because of some other reasons besides the government efforts to include women in participation. we've got issues like our societies are still patriarchal. They still don't believe that women are as able as men. We've got issues like in some other areas where traditional leaders are still not accepting women as leaders. I'm a councillor in a rural setup whereby you find even my deep tanks, if you find a men resisting for a woman to be a chairperson of a deep tank. So our societies are still patriarchal, and we really need to, I think we really need to engage traditional leaders so that they've got actually lessons, and they've got maybe exposure to such environments where women are considered as able as men.
That you met with the president last year in Victoria Falls. Are there any visible changes yet from that period till date? Are we seeing women trying to participate in politics? Are we seeing women trying to take up positions at the local level?
Yes, we are seeing a very positive energy from young women who wants to come and participate in local level politics. We from the Victoria Falls event, we are also at the implementation stage on how the 30% is going to be implemented. I'm coming from a workshop which the Deputy Attorney General, Mr. Diaz, and the ZEC Chairperson, Justice Priscilla Chigumba, was with us as we are now at the implementation stage. And as councillors, we wanted it to be an additional PR system at local level, so that we increase on the already low numbers of women at local level.
So what are some of the challenges that you faced as a female politician?
That's a very deep question, and it's so sad that most societies think when a woman is prospering in politics, then there's a man behind them who is making it possible. And some other women also get used by men to maybe shame other women, to downgrade other women. So as a woman, you are faced with the society thinking you have got a man behind you to be up there, and also those societal patriarchal mindsets that a woman cannot lead, a woman is not as able as men. So women politicians suffer a lot. And the other thing is, when people are thinking of projects for women, they always think of low earning projects. They don't even think of mining as a project for women, maybe pen fattening as a project for women. It's targeted on men. So you find that women normally have got no money to do the campaigns, to have regalia, to have, So as a woman, it's a very difficult path.
I'm sure of yours out there would want to know how you managed to survive some of these challenges that you highlighted, and what is the advice that you are willing to give to female aspiring politicians?
Women must grow a thick skin. The environment for politics, it's not for babies. Women should just grow a thick skin. The pity party and everything must be left at home. When you go out there, you need to know who you are. You need to know what you want to achieve. Don't get distracted by negative energy and comments that come from maybe societies and men. Just go out there, push, grow a thick skin, venture into all areas, go for those big positions, and you will find the society will eventually embrace you.
There you have it, viewers. We have come to the end of our program today. From me, your host, Sheron Tazvivinga, and the crew behind the scenes, it's goodbye.